Hey, welcome to the Nursing Dose. My name is Dr. Farah Laurent. Today, I want to talk to all my new nurses out there, everybody that has just graduated. Big congratulations to you. It's graduation season for all the new nurses out there. Super excited for you guys. Today, I want to talk about the new nurse to dream role and how making six figures as a new nurse is possible, but not only that, getting your specialty position in your preferred area of nursing is possible. Okay. How do I know this? Because 20 years ago, I took that same journey. Everybody told me that I couldn't be an emergency nurse and I had to start in med surg. I had a clinical instructor literally laugh in my face and said, Farah, you're too unorganized and you'll never be an emergency nurse. And of course, I didn't listen to it. And I was like, watch me, I will go into the emergency department. Not only did I get hired as a nursing student, I started working there 2 days after graduation in a trauma hospital. And not only did I get one offer in the ER, I got two offers in the ER. But of course, I picked my favorite, which was the trauma unit, right? So this is why today I do what I do and create content for you new nurses out there, senior nursing students, so that you can position yourself for success and actually land roles that you care about, that you're passionate about, and that you love working with those types of populations, whether it's getting a job in the ICU, the emergency department, NICU, labor and delivery, psych, the elderly, long-term, outpatient, whatever it is that your heart desires, it is possible. And I know some of you might be watching and be like, well, that doesn't apply to me because I'm a special snowflake. I live in the San Francisco area or, California somewhere, or I live in New York City and it's super competitive. Well, let me tell you, 90% of the clients that I work with and that have landed their dream role, making six figures in these specialty areas, are all 90% of them from New York City and the San Francisco Bay Area. So there's no excuse. What's happening is people are feeding you negativity and you're eating it up. And I need you to stop. Stop listening to all the negativity. Stop listening to instructors, professors that are telling you that you need experience to start in med surg. Okay. I totally disagree with that. You do not need to start in med surg, which is the old traditional thinking, the old narrative, in order to go to XYZ place. Example, if you want to work in the NICU, I just recently helped a nurse. Her name's Emily. You can go on LinkedIn and check out the testimonial. We worked together for literally 1 week, and I helped her land a NICU position as a new nurse in South Florida. She was waiting 5 months and she kept applying. She couldn't get the position. We worked together for a week and she got her offer literally a few days after the interview. So this is the type of transformation that I bring to my clients, to new nurses. Not only are they more confident after working with me, but they're getting paid on average at least $10K more than their counterparts, right? Because I'm teaching them how to negotiate their offer, and I could do the same thing, right? So this is what I wanted to talk today to you about, because so many nurses are coming to me frustrated, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like they just want to give up and just settle for anything. I literally just talked to a nurse yesterday who took a nursing home position and she's miserable. She doesn't like it. She wants to be in acute care. She wants to be a critical care nurse, but she's stuck in long-term care because that's what she thought the only job that she could get. Okay. So I don't want you feeling stuck. I don't want you to feel like you have to settle for less. You can get what you want. Okay. So Again, for those who don't know me and you're just joining me, my name is Dr. Farah Laurent. I've been featured in media such as The Jennifer Hudson Show, Black Enterprise, for the work that I do with new graduate nurses, helping them get from 0 to 6 figures, making literally 100,000 to 175,000 and landing their specialty areas in ICU, ED, L&D, NICU, all these areas in record time. I'm talking less than 90 days, okay? And I have literally worked with people as short as a week that have gotten same day offers, okay? And I've worked with people that are getting jobs in places like NYU, Stanford, Loma Linda, hospitals. Like, these are not just any hospital systems. These are large health systems like Northwell, New York Presbyterian, Cedars-Sinai, Stanford. Like I said, these are big name hospitals. Okay. So if you're interested to learn more, literally just message me, direct message me, or put dream role in the chat. But if you message me on LinkedIn, that's where I'm literally mostly always checking my messages on LinkedIn. So anybody that's joining me on TikTok, you can also send me a message on TikTok, but if you're on LinkedIn, I will probably respond faster. So definitely message me on LinkedIn. And same thing for those that are on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I am Dr. Farah Laurent. Okay. Also, I have a free webinar that's happening this Friday, December 19th. If you want access to that free webinar, direct message me. I will give you the direct link, or I will put it up here for you in the chat. Basically, if you just type in newnursejob.com, it will take you to a landing page where you can access and sign up for this free webinar. And let's say you can't attend this Friday, that's okay. I encourage you to still sign up for it because you will be part of my email list so that when I have future webinars, you won't miss out on it, okay? And let's say you are interested, I would sign up right now because once it gets filled up, that's it. You'll have to wait for the next webinar, okay? So again, go to newnursejob.com. If you're on TikTok, the link is in the bio. Same thing on LinkedIn. And I believe on Instagram, it should be there as well. Just go to newnursejob.com and you will see a landing page where you can actually just put in your name, your email, and then you will get the registration link for a Zoom in your email for this Friday for the free webinar. And like I said, if you can't attend, that's okay. Sign up anyway. You will get the next one so you don't miss any free trainings. And if you've been to one in the past, and let's say you're like, you know what, I'm really serious about joining Dr. Farah Laurent's program. I've seen all the success on LinkedIn and other platforms of her clients, and I'm ready to commit. I don't want to play around in 2026. I'm tired of applying and getting rejection emails or, going to interviews, not feeling confident, not knowing what questions they're going to ask, and not even knowing how to market or promote myself, right? And I'm ready to take that step. I'm ready to commit and invest in myself and in my professional development, okay? Do not message me if you are not committed. If you are not ready to invest in yourself, if this isn't a priority to get what you want and you're okay doing it yourself, do it yourself is fine. It's cute in the beginning until like 9 months later, you come back to me and you're like, oh my goodness, I wasted so much time. Because I've had people do that before. They're like, oh my God, I tried to figure this out on my own. It wasn't happening. Not getting interviews, or I do get interviews and I'm not getting offers. I tried it on my own for 9 months, or God forbid, a year. and I'm not landing what I want, and then they come back to me. Okay. And of course, I don't work with just any new nurse. I only work with nurses who are serious, who are coachable, who will do the work. And it's really not that much work. It's literally just being coachable, preparing yourself for the interviews, doing some mindset work to realize that when you do get to the interview stage, they want to hire you. All you got to do is show a little bit of personality, show that you've actually done some homework and did some interview prep, that you know what you're talking about when it comes to the clinical style questions, because trust and believe they will ask you clinical style questions. And my clients already know. Like yesterday, I did an interview prep with one client. Actually, she is interviewing right now for an emergency new grad position in California. And I'm sure she's probably slaying, and she's 100% going to get this offer. I already know. And I can't wait to share her testimonial. So shout out to her. She's currently interviewing right now, and she hasn't even graduated. This is what I'm telling you. I'm helping new graduate nurses land jobs right after graduation, and I'm helping nursing students who haven't even graduated get offers before graduation. And I'm talking sometimes months before graduation. So if you're a nursing student and you're watching this, do not wait until you pass your NCLEX to start applying. Do not wait until you actually have a license number to start applying. You can start applying before. Okay? If you wait until you graduate, until you pass your NCLEX, until you get your actual license, you've kind of missed the boat a little bit. You're a little bit behind. And if you think you're going to get a job offer like this, it's not happening. Because on average, and this is from research, this is not just me, and obviously, from research I've done, and things that I've seen in practice in real life from being a nurse 20 years, it can take anywhere on average 6 to 9 months for new nurses to get a position. 6 to 9 months. So this is why I say, if you're a nursing student, stop messing around. Start building relationships, start networking while you are in nursing school. Start positioning yourself for success. Start learning how to build a personal brand. I'll do probably a branding. I'll do like a branding specific podcast. Let me know what you guys think. I'm seeing some hearts on TikTok. Thank you for the love. Glad that you find this content valuable. So definitely message me if you think there's specific content that you want to see more of from me. Because if you go back, actually, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, if you haven't, The Nursing Dose with Farah, please go to YouTube, The Nursing Dose with Farah, and subscribe to that channel, to my podcast. And exciting news, I'm also going to be doing more videos on YouTube, not just the live stream anymore, but actual specific videos for nursing students and new graduate nurses, giving you a bunch of tips and strategies on how to land your dream role. And of course, I'm going to be having these weekly webinars. And these are free webinars. And let me tell you this. I had somebody join my free webinar most recently. I'm not going to say her name because she asked me to keep it quiet for now, but eventually she's going to give me a testimonial so you guys can see. Because, y'all, I got receipts. I have so many receipts. I don't even know where to put the receipts. Okay. I got receipts on my website, nursefarah.com. I got receipts on LinkedIn. I got videos on YouTube. And soon I'm going to be doing one-on-one interviews with past clients so that you can actually see for yourself the process that I document of how I've helped these new nurses basically get their dream roles in the ED, the ICU, L&D, NICU, all these places where they're telling you it's not possible. I'm here to tell you that it is possible. You can get it with the right coach, me as your nurse career coach, right? And by investing in yourself, right? I can't do all the work. Yes, I have the frameworks, the strategies. I can hold you accountable, but you have to make the decision. You have to be able to take action and bet on yourself. And like, I know y'all are spending money. Like, I love concerts, right? But y'all are spending money to go see Beyonce, Chris Brown, all these different artists, getting your shoes, bags, whatever you're doing, spending your money on, when you can take that money, invest it in a coaching program like my new Nurse to Dream Role coaching program, and literally make 6 figures or more, right? Because literally, if you start working right after graduation, you could be making 10 to 15K a month, depending where you're living. And I also help you learn how to negotiate your salary. So just that right there, you're getting all the money back that you've invested in the program, just from starting to work right after graduation. And it's not even just getting any type of work after graduation. This is life changing. You're getting your dream role. When I got my dream role in the ER, I was jumping up and down, excited, going to work, like smiling ear to ear, because the ER is where I belonged. And I'm like, I dreaded doing anything else. I'm like, I know this is where I belong. So if that sounds like you're like, I know I belong in L&D. I know I belong in the NICU. I know I belong in pediatrics or psych or out in the community or as a school nurse or whatever the nursing specialty. And that's the beauty of our profession. You can do so many different things. And do not feel guilty if you don't want to work in the hospital. That it's normal. You don't have to start in the hospital. It doesn't make you less of a nurse just because you don't want to work there. Maybe you don't like it, and that's okay. I'll help you find the right role. And that's part of what I do in my program too. So many people will come to me and they're like, hey, I'm interested in psych, L&D, and PEDS. And I'm like, okay, whoa, hold on. Let's bring it back, because there is typically your top priority. And that's what we do, right? The top priority is getting you clear on what you want so you can position yourself for success. So many new nurses make this mistake. They get feeling so desperate and they start applying to all the jobs. Okay? Applying to all the jobs is not a strategy. It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for you being exhausted and feeling like, oh my goodness, like just so defeated, right? But when I work with my clients, we get clear on what it is that you really want. We have a game plan and a roadmap to get you there, right? So part of my framework is clarity. That's number one. We're assessing what it is you want, not only just in the job, but what type of lifestyle do you want to live? Do you want to travel? If you're a nurse that likes to travel, then you might want to work 12-hour shifts. I loved working 12-hour shifts in the ED because I love to travel as well. So what I would do is I would work back-to-back shifts and then have a stretch off, and then I would take off and go somewhere, come back, and then do my other shifts, right? Maybe you have a family, maybe you have young kids, and you don't want to do 12-hour shifts. You want to work during the week. You might want day shift. You want a more flexible schedule. Well, maybe you should look into outpatient settings. So these are all things that we do in the coaching program. And you're also getting coached by me one-on-one in a group setting, right? And then you also have the opportunity to also work on your interview skills with me one-on-one, okay? You also have my access to my course. It's called New Nurse to Dream Role course. All my strategies, frameworks, templates, interview questions, everything I've gathered over the last 20 years, you will get in this course, okay? And trust me, it's like golden, okay? Plus, you're in community with other nurses and you learn from each other. Okay. So, like I said, if you are interested in joining this new grad coaching program, spots are limited. You have to message me right away. And if you want to find out more, I will get on a consultation call with you to see if you even qualify to get in. Because again, I don't accept anybody into the program. Okay, I'm very selective about who I let in because I want to make sure the community is a good community where everybody is thriving, learning from each other, coachable, respectful, accountable, who's going to actually do the work so that they can get the results. Okay, I don't need somebody who's going to complain, who's going to say, no, I don't want to do my LinkedIn profile. I don't want to reach out to this recruiter. Like, if that sounds like you, then don't even message me, don't even apply. But if you're like, yeah, let's go. I want to do this work. I'm trying to get paid 6 figures. I want my specialty position, or, I want to get hired faster using the BOLD framework. I want to be more confident in my interviews and I want to be prepared. If that sounds like you, then please message me right now. Even if you're watching the replay, message me on LinkedIn. That would be the best place to message me. If you message me on TikTok or somewhere else, I may not see it. LinkedIn is the best place to message me. Okay. So, like I said, or if you are on LinkedIn and you're interested in this next webinar, or even if you're on TikTok, wherever you're watching, go to newnursejob.com and register for my webinar. That'll get you on my email list. So if I have any other trainings, special offers, things like that, you will be on the list so you won't miss any of those offers. Okay. So like I said, the spots in this coaching program are limited and you have to qualify. Not everybody qualifies to come in. So if you are a new nurse or a senior nursing student and you're interested to learn more about this program, direct message me now on LinkedIn. So on my LinkedIn, if we're not connected, is Dr. Farah Laurent on LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, also send me a message. But I highly recommend that if you're a nursing student or a new grad, you should 100% have a LinkedIn profile. These are some gems I'm dropping, because if your LinkedIn profile is more important than your resume and your cover letter. Did y'all hear that? If you are a nursing student, I'm going to repeat it. A nursing student. I don't care if you're first year, second year, whatever year you are. You need to have a LinkedIn profile. Okay? If you are a new grad, you need a LinkedIn profile. That is where the magic happens, the connections happen, the conversations happen. Some of my clients are actually getting notified of residency programs by recruiters in their inboxes. That is how powerful LinkedIn is. So don't sleep on LinkedIn. Get yourself a LinkedIn profile. Okay? So direct message me on LinkedIn. I'm going to take any questions that you guys have right now. I have about 3 to 4 minutes. Drop any questions you may have, even if you're watching the replay. For those on YouTube or LinkedIn, just drop any questions or comments that you have. And like I said, if you are a senior nursing student or new grad that wants to get into my new nurse coaching program, you'll get access to my course, the New Nurse to Dream Role course. Okay. You'll also get access to me as your main coach. Okay. We will have coaching sessions for at least 12 weeks. And most of the time, most of my clients are getting jobs before that. On average, I would say anywhere from 2 weeks to about 2 months, most of my clients will get jobs. And that's if you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. There's, of course, a little couple outliers here and there. But if you go look at the receipts, like I said, all my testimonials, I have video testimonials, written testimonials, you will see. Majority of my clients are getting same day offers, okay, in their specialty position at their preferred hospital or, preferred location of work, making six figures. Okay. So drop any questions or comments that you guys have. I'm on TikTok looking. I don't see any questions or comments. Again, my biggest tips for anyone graduating, like I said, get yourself a LinkedIn profile. Make sure you have a photo. Make sure everything is filled out. And again, you'll learn more on how to set it up. I actually have a video where I'm actually setting it up in the course that I have, the New Nurse to Dream Role course. And we do this in my coaching program live. So I give you tips. Okay. So that's one big thing. The other thing is get outside and start networking with recruiters, hiring managers, going to conferences, nursing events. Talk to your past professors, clinical instructors, let them know what it is that you want and position yourself for success by making the ask. Like, hey, I'm on the med-surg unit right now, but I really am interested in labor and delivery. Do you know when the next program is opening up? Because I would love to apply. Can you give me more details on that? You're already at the hospital, so start making those connections, okay? What else? Of course, get yourself a nurse career coach like myself. I didn't have myself as a younger nurse. I've been a nurse for 20 years. I wish I had somebody like me when I was younger. And this is why I've created what I've created now to help you as new nurses get what you want. And like I said, I've helped so many nurses and my work has been recognized by so many different, media. Like I said, I was on the Jennifer Hudson show. I told my story and of how I've helped so many nurses and they got me featured on the Jennifer Hudson show. I got featured on Black Enterprise because my clients are also very diverse. I also work with students from HBCUs. That's one of my big agenda items also is to help increase diversity in nursing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm helping you get to specialty positions that you want, making the money that you want so that you're happy and confidence and starting where you want to start so that you can enjoy being a nurse, staying in nursing, and also enjoy other things outside of nursing, right? Whether that's traveling, starting a side hustle, whatever it is you want to do. Okay. So message me on LinkedIn, Dr. Farah Laurent. If you're interested, put dream role when you message me to find out about my coaching program and how you can apply to get in. And if you do qualify, we'll talk about that. If you want to join my future webinars, go to newnursejob.com, newnursejob.com, and you'll see it pop up. You can put your name, your email, your phone number, and then you will get notifications when the next webinar comes up. The next webinar I'm doing is this Friday, the 19th. Okay. And you'll get all the information there. So direct message me, drop any comments or questions that you may have, and I will be creating more of this type of content very soon for y'all. Okay. All right. Talk to you soon. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye.